According to IPC Section 304B, where the death of women is caused by any burns or bodily injuries or occurs otherwise than under normal circumstances within 7 years of her marriage, and it's shown that soon before her death she was subjected to cruelty or harassment by her husband or any relative of her husband for or in connection with any demand of dowry, such death shall be called dowry death, and such husband or relative shall be deemed to have caused her death. Whoever commits dowry death shall be punished with the imprisonment for a term which shall not less than be 7 years, but which may extend to the imprisonment for life. Causing miscarriage. According to IPC Section 312, whoever voluntarily causes a woman with child to miscarry shall, if such miscarriage be not caused in good faith for the purpose of saving the life of woman, be punished with the imprisonment of either description for a term which may extend to 3 years, or with fine, or with both. And if the woman be quick with child, she shall be punished with the imprisonment of either description of a term which may extend to 7 years, and shall also be liable to fine. Assault or criminal force to woman with intent to outrage her modesty. According to IPC Section 354, whoever assaults or uses criminal force to any woman, intending to outrage or knowing it to be likely that he will be thereby outrage her modesty, shall be punished with imprisonment of either description for a term which shall not less than be 1 year, but which may extend to 5 years, and shall also be liable to fine. Sexual harassment and punishment for sexual harassment. According to IPC Section 354A, whoever committing any of the acts has physical contact and advances involving unwelcome and explicit sexual overtures, or a demand or request for sexual favors or showing pornography against the will of women, or making sexual colored remarks, shall be guilty of the offense of sexual harassment. Assault or use of criminal force on women with intent to disrobe. According to IPC Section 354B, whoever who assaults or uses criminal force to any woman or abests such act with the intention of disrobing or compelling her to be naked shall be punished with imprisonment of either description for a term which shall not less than be 3 years, but which may extend to 7 years, and shall also liable to fine. Voyeurism. According to IPC Section 354C, whoever who watches or captures the image of woman engaging in a private act in circumstances where she would usually have the expectation of not being observed either by the perpetrator or by any other person at the bestest of the perpetrator is an offense. The person committing it is liable of imprisonment of either description for a term which shall not less than be 1 year, but which may extend to 3 years, and also shall be liable to fine. Stalking. According to IPC Section 354D, whoever who follows a woman and contacts or attempt to contact such woman to foster personal interaction repeatedly, despite a clear indication of disinterest by such woman, or monitor the use of women of the internet, email, or any other form of electronic communication, commits the offense of stalking, and the person committing it is liable of imprisonment of either description for a term which may extend to 3 years, and also shall be liable to fine. Kidnapping, abducting, or inducing a woman to compel her marriage. According to IPC Section 366, whoever kidnaps or abducts any woman with intent that she may be compelled, or knowing it likely that she will be compelled, to marry any person against her will, shall be punished with imprisonment of either description for a term which may extend to 10 years, and also shall be liable to fine.
Punishment for rape. According to IPC Section 376, whoever, except in the cases provided for in subsection, commits rape shall be punished with rigorous imprisonment of either description for a term which shall not be less than 7 years, but which may extend to imprisonment for life, and shall also be liable to fine. Sexual intercourse by a person in authority. According to IPC section 376C, whoever, being in a position of authority or in a fiduciary relationship or a public servant, abuses such position or fiduciary relationship to induce or seduce any woman, either in his custody or under his charge or present in the premises, to have sexual intercourse with him. Such sexual intercourse, not amounting to the offense of rape, shall be punished with rigorous imprisonment of either description for a term which shall not be less than 5 years, but which may extend to 10 years and shall also be liable to fine. Gang rape. According to IPC section 376D, where a woman is raped by one or more persons constituting a group or acting furtherance of a common intention, each of those persons shall be deemed to have committed the offense of rape and shall be punished with rigorous imprisonment for a term which shall not be less than 20 years, but which may extend to life, which shall mean imprisonment for the remainder of that person's natural life, and with fine which should be efficient for victim's treatment. Husband or relative of husband of a woman subjecting her to cruelty. According to IPC section 498A, whoever, being the husband or the relative of husband of a woman, subjects such woman to cruelty shall be punished with imprisonment for a term which may extend to 3 years and shall also be liable to fine. Word, gesture, or act intended to insult the modesty of a woman. According to IPC section 509, whoever, intending to insult the modesty of a woman, utters any word, makes any sound or gesture, or exhibit any object, intending that such sound or word shall be heard, or that such gesture or object shall be seen by such woman, or intrudes upon the privacy of such woman, shall be punished with simple imprisonment for a term which may extend to 3 years and also with a fine. Right to privacy. In case of any tragedy, when a woman goes to police station, she has complete confidentiality if she wants to record her statement in private. Police officer cannot force any female to give her statement in front of other public. If she wants, she can also give her statement to a magistrate or a lady constable in private. Under section 164 of a criminal procedure code, the police have to provide a private and safe environment to record her statement. Right to confidentiality. This is the section for a female rape victims under section 228A of our Indian Penal Code, which clearly states that the name and identity of a rape victim can never be revealed to the public. Neither the police nor the media have the right to make the name public or to publish the identity details of the victim in a news article. Right to virtual complaints. If a female victim is not comfortable in going to police station in person to file a complaint, then she can file a complaint virtually by sending an email to the Deputy Commissioner or to the Commissioner of Police. It is the duty of the Commissioner then to forward the complaint to the local SHO and formally draft an FIR. Other than emails, female victims can also send complaints to the Commissioner of Police by post.